Okay, so let's talk about this calculus ABC problem. So you're told the slope of a tangent line is -1 at the point 0, 1 on this graph, and K and A are constants, and you're asked to find what the constants are. Okay, so first of all, we're told that the point 0, 0, 1 is on the graph. And remember, when it's on the graph, it has to fit the original function. So what I'm going to do is plug in that point 0, 1 into that function. All right? So when you do that, you notice that you get that -k equals a. So whatever we're going to get for these numbers, K and A are going to be the same but opposite signs. So that rules out D and E. Now, we're also told that the slope of the tangent is -1. So that means the derivative should equal -1 at this point. So what we're going to do is find the derivative using implicit differentiation, and then we're going to set that equal to -1 when we plug in 0 for the x and 1 for the y. So here's the implicit differentiation part. We're going to replace all the y's with f of x's. I'm going to take the derivative of both sides. This would give me 3x squared. This would require the product rule. First times the derivative of the second times the derivative of the first. This would require the chain rule, and you could write out all the work. I'm just going to go ahead and do the derivative. And the derivative of a, because a is a constant, is going to be 0. All right, so now let's rewrite it in the Leibniz notation. So everywhere I have an f of x, that will be y. Everywhere I have an f prime is going to be dy dx. And I'm going to go ahead and distribute the negative here, like that. And then back here, I've got -3k y squared dy dx, and all that equals 0. So I'm going to move the stuff that doesn't have a dy dx to the other side, and I'm going to factor dy dx out of the stuff that does have it. And I'm going to divide both sides by that. And then I have all those 3's and 6's in there, so I'm going to go ahead and simplify that. That should not have been a switch. Let me change that back to a minus. Right. So this is the slope, right? And we're told at the point 0, 1 that that slope is -1. So I'm going to plug in 0 for all the x's, 1 for all the y's, and set that equal to -1. I'm going to do that over here. So 1 for all the y's, 0 for all the x's, one for all the y's, and then that's going to equal -1 because that's the slope. So if I simplify that, then I multiply both sides by -k, I get that k is 2. Since k is 2, and a was -k, the answer is B.